Welcome back to Lens Dynamic Coffee Sessions. So today for the coffee sessions, it's actually a chocolate session. So this is Harmony chocolate, Harmony Kunafa chocolate. So apparently it's very famous or trending. I don't know. I'm not really fond of baklava or Kunafa. I rarely have them. Tends to be very rich and sweet, and I generally like Indian sweets. Like prefer Indian sweets. But nonetheless, this is Harmony Kunafa and Harmony Chocolate Paan. So Ayush Sapra, I do enjoy his videos, helps with a chuckle or two between weekdays. So he has launched this, I think, around a year ago. So we'll just have this. I have some coffee brewing here. So I have SKIA coffee anaerobic yeast fermented. So we had done the kind of coffee tasting and brewing for this almost a month ago, and the thermal one was the like better or more impressive. But revisit this, and I'll try it out with this Harmony Kunafa chocolate. So, first impression not very great. I just opened the chocolate and it looks very. I don't know if it has melted or at the right temperature to have, but it's just like a block. So I'm just giving it 5 minutes or so. In the meanwhile, I'll open this CHOCOPAAN that has come. So they had some, I think, festival offer. So this is so they do this thing called regional chocolates. On their website, they have quite a few things. So this is little broken. So this one is pretty broken, although the packaging was good. I mean, chocolate, it tends to happen with chocolate, so that's not a problem. And this is how the Kunafa thing looks. Coffee is pretty nice. Going back to the SKIA coffee, this was the Blue Tokai Special Partner Farm blend. So this one was medium acidity, the anaerobic yeast fermented one, and the thermal shock one was the one with higher acidity. Actually had some passion fruit also, so I think the higher acidity one might go well with that. But I didn't know what would go well with Kunafa. Typically with chocolate, you can go with medium acidity. So I'll just try finally this Kunafa chocolate thing. So I've been struggling with this. They don't have any instructions or anything, but this is the crumbly format in which I was able to break it. So I'll just try it out. So, contrary to what the chocolate opening experience was, the flavor is not bad. In fact, it's feeling very authentic. I don't know how to rate Kunafa, but I'm getting nice aroma. There is a lot of pistachio, and it actually mimics the Kunafa, the experience of having that, which is full of these phyllo pastry kind of elements. And there's a lot of pistachio that I'm getting, and it has Kunafa, butter, milk solids. So I would say it's a nice chocolate. Only thing is they should provide some instructions on what temperature to have it, because I had stored it in fridge. What I'll do is I'll keep it out 5 minutes more or so, and then I'll try it out again. So I'll try this chocolate pan thing now, and because of the pan thing, the whole place is have this heavy aroma of pan. Yes, it's nice, I would say. I mean, there's not much complexity where pan is concerned. So the chocolate feels a little buttery. I would call it like average or above average. I don't know what's a better way to blend chocolate with pan, but this is, I would say, an average balance between pan and chocolate. The good thing is it's blended in, so you don't get that kind of filling of pan or something like that. So that's the good part. It's blended well, and so that's about it. My little experience with Harmony chocolates. I'll try to have this Kunafa thing after keeping it for some time and see how it is. So, in terms of the final word, not like I'm some authority or something on chocolate. I think a lot of the influencers are launching products and restaurants. However, if in terms of chocolate, when you're talking about chocolates, you tend to have like feedback from people who are like chocolate purists. I would say I don't eat chocolate much, but in terms of Indian chocolates, I'm sure there is much more seasoned brands. So there is Mason and there is this Paul and John or Paul and Mike chocolates. But this one I think has a long way to go. Probably I should have picked something else from Harmony, but this Kunafa thing was not my favorite because the experience comes down to two things. One is the whole experience of the touch and feel, and this has a very hard kind of outer layer. So even now it's just like this rock thing, and even after keeping it out for 10-15 minutes, it's not really melting, and I don't want to put it in the microwave or something, then the whole thing will go off. But I would say it's very high on butter, not a very pleasing experience. I know Ayush is known to troll and give his honest opinion, so I'm just giving my honest opinion. It was not really a good buy, but I'm not saying don't try. But Harmony, if you want to try, do try their other chocolates. So just to cross check, I also looked at some other reviews of Kunafa chocolate, Harmony's Kunafa, and seems to be like many people are reviewing it. But I don't really care about that. But what I was interested in seeing is that this texture does not look good, right? Like, and in the videos that I saw, this thing was more fresh and the filling was more generous, while this looks like just hard, right? That does not look like crumbly or anything like a kunafa filling. So I think, I don't know what's the reason, but my experience was not good, and the chocolate I was talking about was Paul and Mike. So yeah, that's I didn't want to sign off on an odd note, but I just wanted to show you the real thing, real picture. So while the chocolate is melting towards this outer layer, there's not much change in this inner kind of thing, which is I think the heart of this chocolate, because they're calling it Kunafa chocolate. Overall, I would say it's just a 5 on 10 for me. Thank you for watching.